Welcome back to Virtua Boys.
Virtua Plays.
Virtua Plays.
Yes.
Playing more Sega CD.
More Sega CD. Not enough Sega CD in the world.
We're back in the realm of the Earthworm.
So,
Oh, just to explain as well, Alan, my friend Alan is back playing with us.
Hello, that's my voice again. I'm not Robbie.
Not Robbie, this is Alan.
So the reason I wanted to try this is because I actually really like Earthworm Jim on the Mega Drive, and I was disappointed with it showing in the ranking the SNES. I feel it was unfairly ranked.
You were very disappointed.
Yeah, and I'm the person who wrote the comment complaining that you didn't use the whip enough. So yeah.
So we've got Alan in to show us how it's done, and we thought we'd try out the Mega CD version because neither of us have ever played it before.
No, I haven't. This is my first time.
I think we only know the Mega Drive and the SNES versions.
I had the Mega Drive. I've had the Mega Drive version since the 90s.
So, and in fact, we've played the SNES version this evening.
Yes.
So we're directly comparing it now. And seeing what the difference is. I mean, I'm assuming, like a lot of these Mega CD ports, that it's just going to be the sound quality is probably better.
I think there's an extra level, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
I'm going to be honest, I actually, in the time of the 90s when the games were originally released, I don't actually remember that there was a Mega CD version of this game.
That fridge looked like it was animated better.
Yeah. Well, it looks a little
like sharp, probably like slightly better resolution.
Yeah. Well, as I was saying earlier, obviously earlier this evening, not earlier in this video, the game was actually originally made for the Mega Drive, and it was ported to the SNES. So the Sega version looks better.
So the SNES version is actually not the best one.
No, the SNES version is not when I played the SNES version recently, it was actually the first time I'd ever played the SNES version of the game, and I straight away noticed that it just wasn't as good.
Okay.
So yeah, that was interesting for me, because you just assume the Sega and the Mega Drive versions are more or less equal.
Yeah, sure, yeah. But they did have different technologies, and there was programming quirks with each, wasn't there?
Yeah.
I mean, you would assume that the Mega CD version might be like the best one, maybe?
Yeah, I'd assume that it's the definitive edition.
I mean, probably like a bit of extra power from the Mega Drive, and you've got capacity for better audio.
Yes.
At the least. And it probably came out post the Mega Drive version, meaning that they could have maybe ironed out any issues with it. You know, if there were bugs or things, you'd probably assume they might have been able to port the ultimate version.
Yeah. One of the Mega Drive or SNES versions actually has an extra level that the other doesn't have.
Okay.
I can't remember what it is.
I'm researching it as you play.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up. I'm getting the.
Yeah. So I'll just talk
official word.
I'll talk a little of my history with this game. I had this on the Mega Drive in the 90s, contemporary to when it came out, and it was always one of my favourite Mega Drive platform games. I like obviously the animation still looks great today.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
She's 20 years on. I think it's just got a great art style. I think it really shows the importance of art style in helping games not age, because there's some games that look great at the time, because they had like an art style which maybe obviously hasn't passed the test of time. They look terrible now.
Yeah.
But this is just, it's so clean, and it's just so well animated and so well drawn. I don't think this will ever look bad.
No, I'd agree with that. Like, it feels like it was drawn and animated by people who've done cartoons and stuff.
Yeah,
doesn't it? Like all the colours and things. It's just like, it just looks great.
See, I made the mistake that you and Robbie made. I was using my gun too much. I actually have very little ammo left.
Okay, so Alan's main criticism about our gameplay of this on ranking the SNES was that we didn't use the whip enough.
No, you didn't.
We were playing it wrong.
You were playing it wrong.
We were playing it wrong. And we needed to get good.
You get good, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm trying to use the whip now. I'm not sure if that's actually making any difference. He just seems to be enjoying showing off his guns. Although it does the game's being very polite and dropping ammunition for me, so it's recognising that I made a mistake. Maybe
they agreed that the Mega Drive and the SNES versions were too hard. Maybe they made it easier on the Mega CD.
Possibly. I've got 1,000 guns.
Okay. Special Edition was released for the Sega CD and Windows 95. It was based off of the Genesis version, the Mega Drive version. Yeah. Let's call it by its correct name.
That's what it's called in Japan.
It is called in Japan and Europe. It contained all of its levels, plus some extended section to the levels, and a single completely new level titled Big Bruty.
Yes, so
a
that's
new
on the
remixed CD audio soundtrack, as well as around 1,000 more frames of in-game animation.
Wow, that's a lot.
And it had alternate endings if you beat the game on the practice or the difficult difficulties, in which a narrator rambles on about many false facts about worms.
That's another
That's
thing.
A good fact.
So another thing I really like about this game is the sense of humour.
Yeah, it has got a good sense of humour.
So this is not in the Mega Drive.
Oh, this is the new one.
Yeah, so I read.
This is an extended.
Yeah, this is the extended section. Basically, I went down a toilet and it's brought me here.
Okay. So you've got to jump across to the one on the right.
Yes, it's kind of slippy. It's a little hard to control. Okay. Kind of not mad on that, but there you go. Yeah, this is interesting.
Was there any sections in the original one where you played as just the worm?
Not that I can remember. I wouldn't swear on it. But no, I don't think there's any worm in the first game. I never had the second one until a couple of years ago. I bought it on the Virtual Console on the Wii, and I didn't like it, so I didn't get very far. Oh, for God's sake.
No.
I hope you edit this out. It makes me look terrible.
No, this is all in. This is all staying. I can see why you think it's a great game.
Yeah. No, it's not nostalgia. It is good.
Okay, I think you're getting there.
It's very slippy. He does this weird thing where when you jump, you kind of skid a little.
Oh yeah, like he's a slippery worm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what the point of this bit is because there's no enemies or anything.
No, it's just like
it's kind of boring.
It's just a platforming test. Oh, you've already been here as well, haven't you?
I think this may be a correct order to it.
Oh, right,
basically,
okay.
if you miss your jump, you have to go around it again, which
it chucks you back.
Is one of my least favourite parts of any video game.
Yeah.
It's just to make things last longer.
Yeah, it's crap, isn't it? Well, at least you've hit a few continues.
Yes.
Stud or wimp.
I'm going for a wimp.
Yeah.
Because I just want to get out.
We want to leave.
I remember I was reading I saw an article once that apparently there's a section they put into The Lion King specifically. Oh, there you go. Nice. Specifically, that was on the SNES, I think it was. That was specifically they made it frustrating because they wanted to make the game hard for people who were just renting.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so like it was basically like a puzzle kind of bit where it was difficult to know which way to go.
Okay, I love the Lion King game. I had it on the Mega Drive. It's amazing. Oh, and this is the boss, isn't it?
Yeah, so it is
an extended portion of the level.
Yeah, it's just an extended level.
Okay, that's cool.
I didn't think it was particularly great. I could have quite happily not had that extended bit.
The animation does look smoother.
Yeah.
Than the SNES version anyway. Like, it does seem like there's more frames of animation and stuff.
Yeah. I think the Mega Drive version looks smoother than the SNES version.
Right, yeah.
Because when I played the SNES version recently, it didn't feel as good as I remembered, and then when I played the Mega Drive game, it was as good as I remembered.
Okay. Well, apparently there was also a version planned for the Atari Jaguar, but it never finished development.
Okay.
That's a shame.
And they did remake Earthworm Jim on the Game Boy Advance, I believe.
Yeah, also on the Xbox Live Arcade and PS3 PSN store, they did like an HD release of it with
cool.
cleaned up HD graphics.
Nice.
Which I never played.
Was it that kind of... Did it still look like the original game, or did
Yeah, I think it was like filters to make it look a bit better.
Okay.
I can't really remember, but
that's cool. Didn't they do something similar with Castle of Illusion?
Yeah, well, that was more of a remake.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that was actually like 3D graphics.
Passwords. That's nice. So that's another thing that's different. The original game.
Cool.
The original game doesn't have passwords. And there's asteroids. Title screen's different.
I'm a rocket man.
I'm a rocket man.
I quite like this level. This is good.
Yeah.
It's like the Sonic 2 special stage, isn't it?
Yeah, a little. It's like bumping into Psycho. So one of the things Earthworm Jim is I think it's had one of the best video game related cartoon series as well. The cartoon show was genuinely funny. It's a really funny cartoon show. And you don't.
Did the game come first?
No, the game was the cartoon was based on the game.
Okay.
I think it was like they just they tried it with Bubsy as well, didn't they? They tried to make a multimedia franchise around it, which is it's no different to what they do now with a lot of things. But,
yeah.
The difference was Earthworm Jim's actually good.
Yeah, not a lot as opposed to Bubsy.
Yes, better than Bubsy.
Oh,
I would say
Bubsy's shocking. We haven't ranked Bubsy yet, but I mean, spoilers. It's not gonna do well.
Well, you can't. Don't jinx it. Do you think
we'll try it again?
From your memory, is Bubsy as good as Realm?
It's worse.
There you go. Then.
Bubsy is one of my least favourite SNES games from my childhood.
Really?
It's shockingly bad.
I never played it.
Don't, because it got bad. Awful. Reviews, so. Absolutely.
I have played it like more recently, and it's really hard to control.
Yeah, that's the problem. You jump really high, and it's just weird. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. They released a new Bubsy game this year.
They released it. I heard they were going to try for one.
Yeah, it came out this year. Absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking.
So one thing...
There's just some crazy stuff going on at the bottom of the screen. Do you think that's a problem with the emulation?
No, it's meant to be Steam.
Oh, right, okay.
Emulation? This is a legitimate copy, man.
Oh, yeah. I'll plug my Mega CD in here.
As you notice, during this video, we've been talking about 2D platformers.
Yes.
2D platformers were the de facto kind of... They were what I grew up playing. I mean, it's my favourite genre of games.
Totally, yeah. People of a certain age, that's going to be kind of familiar.
Well, you know, all the major characters from the 90s are going to be platform games because it was just what the gaming was. And so obviously at the time there wasn't 3D graphics, so you couldn't really do 3D shooters, which I'd suggest 3D shooters are the kind of main genre now.
I think so.
The best selling one, isn't it? I mean, Call of Duty is the best selling game in the UK and the US.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they are. But there's I think like the kind of character action thing still exists. You know, if you like want to take a franchise and make a game out of it, particularly for kids.
Yeah.
That exists probably as like the Lego games now.
Right, okay.
So like the Lego Star Wars games, the Lego Harry Potter games and stuff, they're like of a style that's like a kind of... They're not platformers, but they're like 3D adventure games.
15 years ago they would have been...
They would have been platform games, yeah totally. I would say that's probably the equivalent now. I don't know, I'm trying to think of an example of like a franchise or like a movie maybe that they've like what are the Pixar games like now?
Do they make Pixar games? I don't remember there being an inside.
The thing is, modern Pixar.
I feel like nowadays a lot of...
They definitely didn't make an Up film, an Up game. That would have been weird.
I think now they tend to make apps to advertise.
Yeah, to be fair, that's totally right. Yeah, it's phone games. Yeah, it's that. I mean, games are just probably too expensive to make, and kids aren't playing like on Xbox One X maybe as much as they are.
It's a pain because you can't start running until you're in the right place on the diamond.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So I should be doing better than I am. This is like my 5th attempt, but it isn't just. It's quite frustrating. You have to roll the right amount.
I see. Right. Yeah.
If you're too close to the edge, you walk off the edge. If you leave it too late, you slip off. So
yeah.
One of the criticisms you had of the game is that it does stuff like that. Okay, this weapon's new. This kind of homing missile.
Oh, so it's got new weapons.
Yeah. That homing missile isn't in the Mega Drive SNES one. One of your criticisms you had is it does do stuff like that, and it's true. It does have frustrating design choices.
Yeah,
I think
I was just struggled with the precision of it sometimes. Like, I feel like
his wit isn't as good as it should be. Like you can basically you can hit like northwest, north.
Yeah.
Northeast kind of thing. You can't.
Is he an enemy?
Yeah, he's a lawyer because we're in hell.
Fair enough, yeah, alright. That's real 90s humour, I feel like.
It's very 90s. It also does the thing like when you start the game, it has very epic music, and then it turns into elevator music. Like,
okay, yeah.
Like Muzak kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm a very big fan of handheld games. And I think one of the reasons for that is I distinctively remember that when stuff like the PlayStation came out, I thought that there wouldn't be any more 2D video games ever again.
Okay, and that carried on the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, because obviously they didn't have the technology at the time.
Sure.
To have those kind of handhelds. So I think, as someone who has grown up, my favourite genre was the 2D platformer.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of funny now when you think a lot of the biggest games, like really popular indie games. I'm thinking most specifically of Shovel Knight.
Yeah.
But there's these huge, really popular games.
Yeah.
And they're 2D platformers. And I distinctly remember 20 years ago when 3D became the de facto way to make games. I was really kind of sad because I love 2D platformers, and I assume, that's 2D platforming over.
Yeah.
So that's a really interesting aspect to retro.
It is. I think that's something that's like the indie gaming's brought back as like bedroom coders. It's almost like the days of like the Commodore and the Amiga, where you'd have bedroom coders like making like one person making a game in the bedroom. That's come back massively, but now they're making games that we probably would have seen on the Mega Drive or the SNES, or but with access to better technology.
They're kind of, I'd say they're kind of made in the style.
You have something like Shovel Knight where it's made to look as if it was a SNES game, but in actuality it would have never run on a NES.
Like it was Sonic Mania. He said basically he wanted it to make it look like a Mega Drive, halfway between Mega Drive and Saturn.
Looks like a Mega Drive game, but a Mega Drive would have never been able to do those levels or the amount of colours or whatever. That's definitely something which I've enjoyed coming back. I think
I think there's a lot to be said for 2D games, because obviously there is problems sometimes with depth perception can be quite difficult in 3D games. I mean, there's a lot of games have not been great at. There's also some games here which just don't work in 3D.
Definitely, massively. Sonic, it just doesn't.
That's literally one of the hardest bits of the game.
I mean, think of like Metroidvanias as a genre.
Yeah.
Like that kind of map-based thing, like a Super Metroid or whatever.
Yeah.
I think they did well with Metroid Prime, but it's a different kind of game.
Yeah.
Like
Metroid Prime's a shooter.
Yeah, but like Metroidvanias, they just don't really work in 3D, and they've come back in a big way recently. And they work in 2D.
Yes.
But, it was like I was saying in my video with my Geometry Wars video recently. It's like the thing that these kind of indie digital distributed games have brought to the gaming landscape is developers can now make games that they couldn't have sold for 40 quid.
Yes.
In the shops.
Yeah.
And that's cool. That's cool because it means we can get games. Someone could make a game like Earthworm Jim, or like Shovel Knight is a relevant example, which you wouldn't have bought Shovel Knight for 50 quid like on the GameCube. Like people would have considered it was really bad value for the graphics and the whatever. But now they can sell it for 20 quid on the eShop or on PSN store or whatever, and we're happy with that.
Yeah.
And I think that's a cool thing.
No, I think you have to. It's definitely. It's a thing like as games have got bigger, they're more and more team developed, and it's definitely a case of too many cooks. So it's really nice that these smaller ideas are given the chance to breathe and just maybe be one person's vision, which is something which gaming has to be careful not to lose. Particularly now, it's one of the biggest forms of entertainment on the earth.
Yeah, and it's huge money.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Ultimately, whenever money gets involved, businesses become involved, and then it becomes about ad groups and target markets and nonsense.
Totally, yeah.
Whereas something like the eShop gives us a chance to avoid that.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. It's definitely like broadened the market. I think there's games for everyone, and no matter what style you like now, you can find it. With a bit of looking. Yeah. You don't just have to play Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto. Like that's not all that's available, which is quite nice.
Oh, come on.
This bit.
I was struggling on this earlier as well.
Oh, this bit. Infuriating. When does that cat come into it? That's in the background.
He's the end boss.
Okay.
He's Mr. Evil T-Cat or something like that.
Evil T-Cat.
Yeah.
Classic 90s name. Oh god, this game.
It is difficult. It's difficult in a good way.
No, it is good. Yeah, like
it's difficult, but the thing is, I know it's my fault. I don't feel like I'm getting screwed.
Yeah, fair enough.
Sometimes I do.
Yeah.
Like the stuff with the stuff with the diamonds when you have to run on them and you have to start running at the right point. That's nonsense.
Yeah, it is nonsense.
But that bit was purely my fault because I kept messing up that jump. If you listen here, it's got like this big dramatic music, and then it will change to music.
Oh right, I see what you're saying.
Plasma. Groovy. Plasma.
It is interesting seeing the game played by somebody who knows what they're doing, rather than me and Robbie who struggled our way through the first level. Probably.
I don't think you finished the first.
Don't finish the first level. No. It's been fun watching more of the game.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about the Mega CD port?
I like it's good. It's you can tell. I'd say it is the definitive version. If it were to get a virtual console release of some kind.
You'd want this one over the SNES one.
Jesus. Yeah, I would. I'd want this.
What was the... Which console was the virtual console one that came out? Was it Mega Drive?
Well, that's a very good question.
They released Mega Drive games on the virtual console.
They released them on the Wii virtual console.
Right.
Because I got quite a few. I got Bonanza Brothers and a couple of other ones.
Still feels weird that Mega Drive games coming out on an internet console. It's still odd, isn't it?
Yeah.
But that's just our age, you know.
Yeah. The virtual console on the Wii is... I get the feeling that digital gaming's become too popular now. That companies realise how much money there is in it. Yeah. So I don't think there's ever going to be that wider selection.
Yeah.
Because it had Commodore 64 games on it.
It did,
PC Engine games, which in the PC Engine...
Oh, allegedly, the cat.
Yeah, there it is. Now this is what you have to do. He shoots the thing and you have to skip it until he melts.
So was this in the Mega Drive?
This is in the Mega Drive version.
Okay.
And then what he'll do is he'll start attacking you from different angles and he has 9 lives.
Oh, clever.
Yeah.
Very clever.
I don't know what that was.
It's like
that's not in the original one.
What is it?
They're just
like blanks.
They just basically they're extra things that you have to dodge, but they don't damage the thing, so it just makes it right. Okay.
Finish him.
He comes from like from a different direction. You have to shoot him 9 times.
He makes your trousers fall down.
He does.
So you can see your worm torso.
Oh, fudge. I'm not doing very well here.
Yeah, he just comes out of nowhere, doesn't he?
Yeah, you have a split... You can see his eyes for a split second.
God damn it. You're doing well.
I'm not doing well. I can't do better. Well. I feel quite embarrassed. Because, you know...
Where is it going to make you continue from?
Hopefully
start
from
the level.
Boss. Oh, please, mate. I don't want to do the level again. Right, whether the video ends now or later is going to depend on
Big
this.
time.
Oh,
okay,
there we go.
I would like to see what happens after you beat this cat.
Ow!
Ow!
Ow! Voiced by the same guy who does the voice of Homer Simpson. In the cartoon, not in the game.
Okay.
I used to have all them. I used to take them off TV. Channel 4.
All the Earthworm Jim episodes?
Yeah. They were really... It was a genuine... It's like I don't know if it was in this video. I said it's genuinely, I think, the best...
like cartoon adaptation?
Yeah.
To be honest, there weren't many good ones, were there?
No, it's not exactly got a...
Like the Mario Brothers one.
Yeah.
The Zelda cartoon? It was a Zelda cartoon, wasn't it?
Yes, there was. The Legend of Zelda cartoon. That wasn't good. Press this whip button instead of the jump button. I'm failing at this. This is awful.
You're right, it is awful.
I've got to do this 9 times.
9 times? Oh, so that's 3.
9 lives.
That's the 3rd life.
Oh dear. Alright, one more go and then...
One more go and then we wrap it up.
Yeah. Oh, well, this is nice.
Oh, did you start from there?
Well, it's because last time I'd used all my lives up, but this time I've still got some lives.
Oh, so it's not a continue. It's just a new life, right, okay. Can you not just be shooting just all the time?
Yeah, but I've only got 900 bullets left.
Right, and they do go down really fast, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
What happens if you run out of bullets? Do you just use the whip?
I guess, but you'd be too slow, surely.
Yeah, you're not going to hit him, are you?
God, it's ranked.
I mean, if I was being kind to you, what I'd say is that maybe playing this emulated through HDMI, there might be some lag.
Yeah.
There might be some lag introduced, which is a split second.
I think you're being kind and I deserve. I'm just being really rubbish. I'll blame the jet lag.
I mean, you've got no time at all, have you?
It's very quick. It's quicker than I remember. I'm getting old, maybe.
I think maybe if you can
dodge to run.
Yeah, like if you don't just stand in the middle.
Making.
Okay.
Yeah, I should see his eyes run away.
I mean, can you not just always be running?
Oh, he's still going. All right, let's try it with that mode and then.
The running is, I think, the key.
Yeah, I think you basically the mistake I'm making is I'm waiting for him to tap me when I should be running away from him and then hitting him.
Yeah, that's going to help you.
I was obviously using a rubbish tactic. Come on, where are you? Thing is, he doesn't have to hit. He just has to get relatively close to you to get.
Yeah,
that's annoying as well.
He kind of just latches onto you.
Oh, fuck. 3 hits you shouldn't have. Yeah, there you go. Oh, he hasn't even got.
Yeah, he hasn't even come back.
Maybe he doesn't have 9 lives. Maybe there's just 9 of him.
Yeah, 9 cats.
Yeah. 9 cats.
I do quite like that he's got 9 lives. I think that's quite good. Where is he now? Oh, it's stressing me out. Like, I'm genuinely nervous.
Yeah, it's very frustrating. It's actually a lot more irritating than I remember.
At least on the Mega CD version, you could have had a password.
That's true, yeah.
To get back to the start of the level, at least. Is that 6?
Yeah, I think I should be able to do it now. Now I've figured out that I was supposed to move. Like I was standing in the middle, like an idiot.
It's helping, isn't it?
Oh, it's basically, yeah, it's the point. It's how you're supposed to do it. Got you.
Last one. Nice. Great work.
Thank you.
Oh, do we get another flying sequence now?
Yeah, I think there's Andy's ass. Oh no! Oh, Big Bruty.
Oh, this is the new level.
Yes.
This is the Mega CD exclusive level.
Yeah, I wonder why they shoved it in here. Right, let's have a look at Big Bruty then.
Is this a completely new environment that isn't in the original game?
Yeah, it looks very similar to New Junk City, but I think it is an original environment.
It's interesting. It's got a whole new level. I wonder if they kind of half developed it and then finished it.
It might be that it was a cut idea, because I can't imagine them going to the trouble of. Am I right in saying that on the iPhone version of Sonic 2 they actually put in one of the levels they cut out?
I don't know.
I think that's true, because Christian Whitehead, the guy who was largely responsible for Sonic Mania, he did the ports. He did the ports on the iPhone.
Right, yeah.
And I think he put one of the missing levels in.
Just super fan who eventually got to make his dream game.
Well, yeah.
That's just like super success story, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it just happened. The guy who made the Super Metroid, you know, they did the Metroid 2 version.
Oh, yeah,
Metroid 2.
AMR2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Bruty's angry.
Is that Big Bruty?
I'm assuming so.
So he's working for the MR2 guys.
Yeah, he's got a job in the industry now. And he got
amazing,
hired because of that. So obviously it works.
Yeah. There's a guy who made a big Skyrim mod on the PC who got employed by Bethesda to make their new games as well, which again it's just like a dream, isn't it? If you're making like a fan project.
I think what I'm supposed to do is make him follow me.
Okay. Well, he's followed you and run off now.
I'm wondering if maybe.
I think he's appeared back over there.
Oh. Maybe I'm supposed
You just like jump over him and then carry on?
No, there's not enough space to jump over his head.
Okay. Well,
my guess is that I'm supposed
to
follow him when he chases.
Oh, he's smelling?
Yeah.
So he's following you by smell?
Yeah.
Okay. But where to?
I don't know.
If you jump over him, will he follow you back the other way? Because I'm wondering if he can go further that way. Like, once he started following you, when you've got more space, you could jump over him.
Maybe. Unfortunately, I've game over.
Oh, is that it?
Oh, might have another continue.
I'm engrossed now, all of a sudden.
You see, it's because it's the first time I've ever seen it. Oh no, it's game over. Okay, well, okay. I didn't get as far as I was hoping.
You made me feel better about Earthworm Jim.
You know, well, maybe when eventually one day. I mean, you've only got another 1,450 SNES games to get through.
Yeah, maybe we'll just do them all again at some point.
I think you should do re-ranking the SNES, which your controversial decisions, such as Stargate being Star Wars, Star Trek being better than Donkey Kong Country 2.
Yeah, definitely not Stargate. Definitely not Stargate.
Maybe you can reconsider them.
Okay, maybe. All right. Yeah. Well, thanks for showing us a bit of Earthworm Jim. I enjoyed it. I liked seeing the Mega CD exclusive level.
Yeah.
Nothing else. That was exciting.
I don't think I got to the main mechanic of the level, but
no, it was good. It was good to see it there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, and thank you to you, the viewer, for joining us for Earthworm Jim.
Yeah, I am.
Special edition.
I am better at Earthworm Jim than my gameplay.
Don't be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed. It's fine. Don't be embarrassed.
I'm being judged.
You are being judged by the internet.
Being judged by people I'm never going to meet in any capacity.
Yeah, don't worry. You were excellent. Yeah, we'll see you. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, take
some
care.
more gaming. All right, ta-ra.
Bye.
Bye.